Alright, so I just finished Jedi Fallen Order and I thought it was great. But it was very short. And I just found out that there is no New Game Plus, which is extremely disappointing for me because that kills the replay value for me. I don't know about anybody else. I tried starting a new game, but I don't have any desire to explore areas and discover items that I already found in a previous playthrough. I could have probably finished the game in about 6 hours, but I spent an extra 10 looking for loot and customization options for my lightsaber. Because let us be serious, we love Star Wars because of the lightsaber and the never-ending war between the Jedi and the Sith. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Let me know. Because I think that's the only reason why Star Wars is so popular. That's it. The Jedi, that lightsaber is the coolest thing ever. It is the number one. I think it's the best sci-fi weapon or sci-fi invention in all of sci-fi history. If I could go back in time, if I had a time machine, if I could go back in time, I would go back before George Lucas and patent that freaking idea before he did, because that is just so badass and so cool. Alright, so where was I? The story mode is very short and it feels a little incomplete, which leads me to believe that there was DLC on the way and they just haven't announced it yet in fear of backlash, or they were working on it and it was canceled. Because, for example, Marin joined the crew very, very late in the game, and pretty much her only purpose was to rescue you from drowning. That was it. That was it. That was just why she was on board for 5 minutes, just to make sure you don't die from breathing water. And there was that whole where we go to next at the end of the game, which was very open-ended and very anticlimactic. I was surprised. I thought there was going to be more to the game. I thought we were going to maybe possibly meet Darth Vader at the end of it, but that wasn't the case at all, because before I knew it, the credits started to roll. And I was even more surprised that there was no New Game Plus. I'm just surprised how short the game was and how the game just ended like that. I don't know. I just don't understand why developers continue to leave out New Game Plus. I think it should be day one in every game, or at the very least in most games. Now, I understand the skills and how it could break the game, giving you access in areas you're not supposed to reach before you're supposed to, but at the very least, give us the cosmetics. Give me the different lightsaber colors at the beginning of the game. Because look at this, man. Look at this. What's up? Like, I spent most of my time customizing my lightsaber a lot, trying to make it look cool, make it make sense. Like, it's black and gold. It has a black sleeve. It has gold. It just black and gold with a yellow. Oh, it looks so cool to me. I don't know for anybody else. You have your own specific visual eye color taste, but for me, it was black and gold all the way, and it was so awesome. Oh, so awesome. But I can't play another game for it, and I can't play. I just think developers don't understand the value of New Game Plus and customization. It makes the entire game feel fresh and new when the characters in a cutscene are wearing different gear. I think that is one of the reasons why people continue to play 4, because I don't understand how you can play like the same multiplayer game for years. I don't know, when did it come out? 2 years ago, and people are still just constantly playing it every day. Because I think they have a really good business marketing strategy and plan to make it feel fresh by giving you new items, new play, and constantly changing the map. Honestly, I don't think that you don't even have to change the map. They just bring in new items, just new cosmetics, and I think people would still continue to play it. I think they'll still have as many players playing it as they would do today, without even changing the map at all. Personally, that's what I think. That's my personal opinion. And that's why people put 1,000 hours in Witcher 3. Because of the New Game Plus, and like one playthrough I'm gonna play with Manicore gear, and the next playthrough my Geralt's gonna have Ursine gear and a long beard. It's just constantly you can just keep playing the game. The more customization, the more replay value, the more reason to play the game again. If CD Projekt Red released new armor and sword for Witcher 3, guaranteed that there will be players who will put another 300 hours into it just because of that. That's just it. That's all they need to do. Drop a new item, drop a new armor, and boom, it would just go up again. People would just go crazy for it. I'm extremely disappointed there's no New Game Plus for Jedi Fallen Order, and I hope they include in a future update because the lightsaber duels are extremely fun. I think it's the best I've ever played. I thought back when Jedi The Force Unleashed was out, I thought that was some fantastic lightsaber gameplay. But this, I think it's probably the best. Then again, I never played like the game. What was it? The Revan game, Revan. I don't know. I had never played the PC Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic games. Never had a. I'm not a PC gamer. I just recently got a PC gaming rig. Gig. I just recently got a gaming rig, and it's just really hard for me to play. I don't know how people can play with the ASDW. That's like extremely hard for me with my left hand. I'm not a left-handed person, so I guess it's gonna take me for some time before I get into PC games. I've always been a console gamer. Anyway, yeah, man, I'm just extremely disappointed because I tried playing the new game and I just had no desire to continue on. It's just I did all this work. I went spent a lot of hours searching for these items, and now I have to do them all over again. No thanks, Jerry. I think there's a lot of potential for this series, for this new IP. Because I know it took a lot of inspiration from Demon Souls and Dark Souls, and wouldn't it be really cool in a future game where you're exploring with your Jedi, with Cal? All of a sudden, just like in Dark Souls or Demon Souls, you have an invader, a Sith Inquisitor, which you can customize your own Inquisitor and invade other people's games, and y'all can have a lightsaber duel. Wouldn't that be dope? Wouldn't that be sick? Like, you can customize your own Inquisitor, and then you can invade other people's gameplay, and go hunt for them on their planet, and just, like, kill them. Honestly, they could do that now. That could be, like, a really fun thing they could add in a future update as well. New Game Plus, and an Inquisitor multiplayer thing. That would be so sick. Because I remember in Demon Souls, I had so much fun when I got that message on the screen, come across invader, this player invaded your world, and then I would just wait for them on like at a bridge or something, and I'd wait for them to show up on the other side, and then it would just, they pull out our swords, I bow, they bow, and then we charge at each other. That's sick. Could you imagine doing that in this game? In the next game? I think they could do it now. I think they could do that in a future update. But that would be so cool. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of potential for this game, for this new IP, and I'm looking forward for DLC or a sequel. And, yeah. So let me know in the comments of whether or not you agree, disagree, that they should put New Game Plus in this game, or at the very least give us the cosmetic items. I am that guy Bry, and happy gaming. Cheers.